so alive. I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights that put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights that put me in a trance, so I feel like I can do it all. It's a good life that I really want. It's those future vibes. I got those future vibes. Feel so alive. I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. These bright lights that put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes.
In a world where one man stops a small child from walking into the middle of the road before looking both ways, this man becomes Sidewalk Hero. Yo, what up? Hey, hi, how's it going? What's going on? Happy birthday, Argic. Man, when's his birthday? So I can, like, wish him happy birthday. Where's the screen? Let's bring that over. Let's do this, do that. Man, I was reading a forum post, or watching a forum. Anyways, there's a forum post about like a guy taking out siege rollers with all the like, or with some original 4 heroes, and maybe another one. I don't know. He did like Huntress and Apprentice. It's today. Happy birthday, Argic. Yeah, he took it out with like Apprentice and his Mana Bomb. And now I'm thinking like, I need to try that. Damn, I need better Mana Bombs though. I don't actually think I have any passes, or I don't think I have many passes for Mana Bomb damage. What's it called? Not Starlight Burst though. I was looking for Starlight Burst before. Oh god, the ring. It's so bad. But watching that video made me definitely want to work on my Apprentice. Where's that crystal? Oh, it's from the Forge. I was like, man, it matches perfectly with this skin. I just never saw it before. Yo, Dev, what is going on? Oh god, the coffee is still hot. You guys wonder why I have like a starting screen? It's so like I can get the stream going, get people into the channel, and make my coffee before I start. Every time. That or poop, or both. Usually both. What is going on though? Forest wins, castle wins. Should we just do a bunch of fucking dailies today? I've got 3 hours, just short of 3 hours until Trendy stream, so I'll go through a bunch. I do want to do storm maps too. Kinda. I don't know. I want to get the Mana Bomb passes for this guy. I also want to like not use this. Actually, wait. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No, Frozen Core. If that was Focus Fire, that would be going on my Gunwitch. But yeah. What are we doing? Forest wins. Castle wins. Those are kind of what I want to do. If anyone has any build suggestions, let me know. I'm gonna see if I can find those forum posts where there's like challenges and shit. Maybe do something like that. I got town ruins and incursions. Okay. So you basically got like everything else. Good. Good, we match up perfectly. Ugh. So, share your build? No. Question about Wallow Heroes. Does it? Does it feel like another New Friday fun stream? I mean, if there's a stream, it's probably gonna be a fun stream. They would tell us if there was a dev stream, right? Like, they try to get the info out there. How about Abyss Lord primary? I've been burned by it before. We can try it, though. I mean, I can do, like, Abyss Lord walls, and I have no problem with that. I can do archers and ramsters, but I can't do, like, only archers and ramsters. Because it's bad. But we can do maybe some, like, drenched LAs and stuff. If that's the case, though, we should pick a map that will make use of the archers, like, quirk, right? And yeah, I don't know if it's a fun stream today or not. I tried to poke the Discord, like I pinged Landrian, and I didn't get a reply. Their Twitch page doesn't say anything about it, because I don't think they've updated it. But like, I don't think there's a dev stream. So if they're streaming, it's a fun stream. And if they're streaming it, it's at 3 EST. So I'm gonna stream up until, and see where it goes. So what map? Wyvern Enthusiast isn't really good for archers, but Poachers is fine for archers. And Ramsters would be okay. Castle Winds, Ramparts is for archers. Assault on Throne Room is actually decent. Or Throne Room is decent for archers, so let's do Poachers maybe. And I'll think incursion with some oil plus fire stuff. We can do that a second, for sure. I'm gonna start off with a I think with Forest Poachers with the Abyss Lord stuff. Since it was mentioned first, and that's I think probably the best of the maps on my dailies. Then we can go do Malthias with your suggestion. And if nothing else, Dav, if you join, this will help you with your incursions. It will be viewer games, of course. Just give me a sec to load in. Yeah, so I'll try to get a Ramster per lane at least, and get some archers going. And you're talking like some sort of foreign language, Saint. Remember when you used to play Dungeon Defenders too? Yeah, I don't either. Alright, let's see. Let me bring up the community thing. Community hub, to groups, to Legion chat, to exclamation mark join. So if I'm gonna do archers, probably I'll just do here and up there, like normal. You bring out some walls. We'll try like maybe 6 of them total. I could try a Colossus, but mine's not great. I'm missing one of the passes, and I think some of my passes aren't like maxed out either. Well, let's try something like this. Oh yeah, also Rip Quab. It's fine. So with this coverage, How do I want to set this up? Archers will shoot easily to here, so let's put it beside the tree. Show splines because I'm a scumbag as well. Can I try to save Quab? Not at all. And this one here. Get an update on the servers, wink wink. Hey, here's a question for you, Saint, that you may or may not be able to answer. Typically, from your knowledge, from testing group to release, how long is it when they're doing like new content patches? Yo, Zimmerman, what's going on, dude? I could try this big guy, right? I never used the big man. Will he stop kobolds? Probably not. Will I try him? Why not? I could throw a tree in here as well, just to get some HP going. And to block this up a little more, so I might do that. Let me move this guy slightly. Let me left and right it. I should probably join the testing group. Do you have to sign an NDA? Yeah, you probably have to sign an NDA. Or, I don't know, agree to an NDA or whatever. Otherwise, I mean, we'd know a bunch about the patch, right? Is that enough? That's not enough. But if I do 2, will that get the walls? I think so, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's throw some Serenity Auras in, because I'm a Serenity Aura scumbag. Here, and up here. Now, I think I'd be pretty decent at joining like the testing group, whatever, but I can't bring myself to do it as a streamer. I don't know. DD2 is like very hush-hush about their patches and stuff. Sadly. And like things to come. Guess who's get 10,000 medals? Do you have 10,000, dude? Nice. I too have a lot of medals. Actually, I need to spend some. So I wanted to do... what you call them? I wanted to do Ramsters. So maybe I'll do something like this. And this. Yeah, yeah. Then we'll stick something up here, maybe like this. Buy some new slots for Fishermancer. There you go. Yeah. In general, I say this a lot, I think Trendy needs to be a little more open with everything they do. Oh god, the DU doesn't work out great. I might have to switch off the Colossus. Can't really justify it with the current cost. Let's do this man. This Orc man. You want it just so you can know like what kind of gear to farm for the next patch. There you go. Your true colors are showing. So there's 150 left. 3 lanes? No, it's 50 per. I don't quite have enough for what I want to do. All self-interest here. He doesn't even fucking deny it. I'm with you. I mean, I wish they would be more open with that. I know they said, like, there's no full wipe and stuff, but, like, they haven't really given information since the Holiday Hints patch as to what it would be. And I'm really, like, hoping to hear about that at some point in the near future. So if I want to really use Ramsters, I'm going to take two of these guys out. I say use Ramsters, I mean, you know. There we go. We can try something like this. The only problem is anti-air support, and all we've got is like 4 archers. And like these guys are actually like in a bad spot for that, so maybe I can try bringing them down below? What if they were like here? Is this too close to the action? Or maybe I should just do like 1 archer per side and throw in some sky guards. I don't know. I could do less lighting auras, too. Is the thing. I don't need to cover the lanes, I just need to drop a little bit of CC, so maybe I'll do that instead. If you're shooting it like that, let me just throw this in front of the wall. This one will get 2, but like these side lanes won't. You did best hill defense yesterday with heavy cannonballs and sky guards plus the usual boost order surrender blockades. It was actually incredibly easy to clear. I mean, it's the hardest map in the game because of shit like kobolds running by your stuff, right? Otherwise, it's not that bad of a map. This is like the middle lane. It's so frustrating that you have to like compensate for that. I played it, I think I played it yesterday too. Or it was recently yesterday, or maybe the day before. And I beat it with my try-hard build. Almost built for that build. Yeah, I mean, it's got a, you're right, it does have like a lot of long straight lanes, so heavy cannonballs do seem like they'd fit. For sure. Alright, this might work. I'm still a little worried about flyers though. What can I do? I can do like 1 lightning ore in the middle and then a sky guard somewhere. Some sick ways of handling it. I'd throw just like a million dummies and block every physical path. But maybe that's me. I've been burned by kobolds a few times, as you can tell. I could try to do 2 Serenity Ores instead of 3. And that way I'd have enough for a Skygo, so maybe I'll try that real quick. No, it's not really set up well on this map for it. Maybe like here? Maybe. Well, actually, that's pretty good. That gets like all that lane needs. This lane is mostly covered. I'm just worried about up top, but I think up top is covered too. Yeah. Even like here. 2 blockades out of the side, starting in our middle, then out of the side. I had 3 heavy cannonballs set up close to the cores. Oh, okay. I see. That's interesting. I should, remind me later. I kind of want to try that map with heavy cannonballs now, too. Wait, I was supposed to sell 1 more Serenity Ore and have good coverage. Alright. There you go. Let's sell this guy. Okay, Skyguard. I'll throw it here. The glitching guy, yo, what up, dude? We can do a Ruins map. Dav needs them too, for sure. Next map, though, is going to be Malthius, as requested. And I'm gonna apprentice DPS, because it was mentioned recently, or I was talking about it. And I don't know. This archer. This side's gonna be a little weaker for flyers, but it might also be better because of the path. Why? I don't know why it didn't pop up, but the glitching guy, thank you for the follow. I have a video, but you have to ignore 1 lane as I fucked that up. On 4 to 5. You want me to watch a video? Who watches DD2 content? Alright. How bad is this setup? I kind of started playing like I forgot. Well, I am playing like I forgot that it was a bad setup. This will be a little rough, starting off for sure. I grind. I haven't bought any necessary components of the game with real money. I haven't bought heroes or whatever slots with real money. They were all defender medals. I bought skins and the inventory DLC with real money. It doesn't seem too bad here. As long as I like keep up my DPS. Oh, if I'm interested, I'll upload it to that, Fred. I might check it out, but like, don't do it just for me, dude. Like, I lurk those forums all the time. In fact, like, I'm checking like the latest posts so I can see what other people are saying. All the time. But like, I wouldn't do it just for me. Some ideas for streaming that map. Part of what I enjoy is that I don't want to know like the specific setups of people who do that map. Like I don't want to follow a guide when I'm doing these challenges and like themes and different things. I want to like be given the tools and figure it out myself, you know? So not that I would mind seeing you do it, but I probably would try to avoid doing exactly how you did it if I knew. But like, if you post it, I'll probably check it out. As long as it's not like an hour long, which that map can be sometimes. But I guess that's what like 2x speed's for, right? Spit all over me. Ooh. Well, we're not dead yet, so that's a good sign. That thing took damage somewhere. I'm hoping it was just like splatter damage from something. Maybe someone was DPSing in the middle and the Draken Spittle got it. So guys, careful where you're DPSing. I don't want to really lose anything. If I can help it. That being said, it's almost certainly going to happen anyways. I'm just going to do all the archers one more time. What else? Where's our boss? Our boss is over here, so I'm going to do this wall once. I mean, this is like a fighting wall, right? So you want things to kind of get to it. Which, now I'm saying it, it makes me want to do the reflect wall, orc wall build a little more. The only problem is, like, kobolds. I want, like, things to walk up to my wall and get beat on. The problem is kobolds walk up to your wall and take out the health before the orc walls can really even do their thing. Ugh, kobolds. Let's do it up. $50 medals, 3 maps. 3 Nightmare, 4 maps will get you more than that. Well, yeah, I think the max medals you can get on a map is 25, but I don't know which maps are the 25 medal maps. But if you play 3 maps, you're guaranteed for it, other than Harvey. Yo, Zimmerman, did you try the knock-up Skyguard build on Forest Biome that we were talking about yesterday? I know you said you kind of wanted to try it yourself. Did you ever end up doing that? That was scary. I need to upgrade the Skyguard one more time, I think. Why can't I? Oh, I have 1 mana, that's why. You did the wrong map? What map did you do? Did you do, like, the incursion? Oh, you did this one. I want to try that build setup on a map that has, like, turtling, like this one. The only problem is, like, grounded, right? So I can't really do it on this map. The only reason why I gotta do it on Forest Biome is because it doesn't have the resist, or the F passes, right? No, I mean, I was asking if you're talking about, like, Blood Moon Incursion instead of Forest Biome, but, you know. I mean, did it work? It should still work as long as he has something else to fight things in grounded lanes. But I guess if you don't have bubble walls, it's a little weird. I don't know. Were you watching the stream for that build? Because it was actually, like, really satisfying. At least as, like, a player. Just monked it up in ground lanes, yeah. It wasn't quite strong enough to solo lanes, it seemed. But I think, like, for easy lanes, it could have soloed them with a geyser instead of another wall. It was one of the best games I've been in ever. It was fun. I don't know, I thought it was really fun. Also, I wish I had my minimap. That'd be real nice. We got 40. Ramsters are underappreciated. 40 kills on that Ramster. You doing good work. I guess it is not really, like, proportionate to everything going on. Right, let me do the walls once. Because they're going to Pound Town a little bit. Yeah, the geysers, like... So it seemed like the Mystic walls weren't bubbling things when they got close to the wall. So you stick a geyser on the wall. And I think that kind of makes up for it, rather than do another Mystic wall in that case. And that's what I would do next time I do it. But if you don't have Mystic walls, then you can't really do it anyways. So... moral of the story is you need to get Mystic walls. One, 2, 3, 4, Where's our boss? In the mid lane? You. So Seth shouldn't hit the core, the eggs. Heavy damage is hero damage. Yeah. I want to try it again. I want to try it on other maps where I can like lane share and get just all the sky guards hitting all the lanes, but because grounded's in the game, I can't justify it without having someone dedicated to DPSing lanes that are grounded. Like right now, I've got 3 of 4 grounded lanes. Like, I couldn't do it here. I couldn't justify doing it here because you can get shit like this. And like the only damage that wasn't sky guards was hero damage when we played it, and like a little bit I think from the walls. Get electrocuted, son. Is Sash up here? He isn't yet? Didn't he spawn down below? Or did I get the wrong lane? I might have gotten the wrong lane. Oh no, there he is. Oh, he's hitting you. I was wondering why he was standing so far back. That's kind of awkward, dude. He's gonna go down very slowly, I guess, until like the archers can focus him. Whatever, I mean, it counts. There we go. The walls are doing alright, they're taking a bit of damage, that's expected, they're walls. Does this fill your Abyss Lord build theme? As requested? I would think so. Yo, it's been going alright. I actually got up pretty late today. And then, like, spent a couple hours before the stream just browsing the forums and seeing not a whole lot of posts that I wanted to partake in. More archers than just direct command for player DPS. Okay, but like, look at this. I got an orc wall in every lane, 6 archers, 4 ramsters. Like, after that is just 2 serenity auras, a sky guard, a tree, and like 4 lightning auras. This is an Abyss Lord build. Come on. What are we doing? We having our little like mid lane orgy here? I'm actually like full on mana right now, so I have to spend before I grab the rest. That's an idea though. I mean, I've done Abyss Lord only builds, sadly, and my DPS did mainly consist of direct command. There should be a VOD on the channel, on the YouTube, though, from a while ago. Let's make sure all the ramsters are done more. That poor Ramster gets hit all the time. Poor little guy. I'll be so much more inclined to do direct command Abyss Lord though once the new patch comes out. For no apparent reason. The more I think of it, the more that doesn't seem to matter, but I still would probably do it more. Yeah, I like that more too, but class-only builds are challenge builds too, that I've done. But more archers in direct command would be nice. I can DPS as Abyss Lord in direct command. But like, I've got 6 archers, man. Where do you think this DU is coming from? Combo with Lavamancer Erupt? I mean, the Erupt would do more damage. Or do you want to like erupt the oiled enemies from the archers, which would be funny. You're gonna go with the Gunwitch for your next class? Gunwitch is a lot of fun. Just remember that like, you're not filling a builder slot with her. I think I'd always, even though I love Gunwitch, I'd probably always go builders first, but that's me personally. Maybe I'll just do the walls one more time. And okay, I'll DPS Abyss Lord. This is an Abyss Lord theme. He's probably like one of my least geared heroes though. She can't build. That's literally what I just said, Ethan. I literally just said that. Erupt then switch to a command, see if they get higher damage. I mean, they do, right? But does the inspect change when you direct command? The damage done will change when you erupt, of course, on inspect. Yeah, she's purely DPS. Like I said, she's not a builder at all. Some sort of like misunderstanding here, Ethan. I'm saying she's not a builder, so I would always recommend a builder before her. You were actually, I noticed your name in the stream a little bit earlier, PCT. So now you can leave in 1 second and say you were here for more than 1 second. You can't stay, I don't come to stream. I can't say you don't come to stream, as I'm guessing what you meant. Dude, you don't come to stream. Let me check the walls. Tornadoes are so fucking fun. I want to make, I want to switch my Gunwitch up to be using tornadoes as a secondary form of damage rather than, the Frozen Core. Oh god, hi! Yeah, you can just attack Dab, that's fine. Dryad's awesome, dude. It's probably like maybe all around the best hero in the game. Steiner is such a rude dude. For sure, man. God, I mean, I might not like Abyss Lord all that much. I love Direct Command Ramster. It looks so cool. It's just so cool. Dryad DPS or defense? Both. Like, she has amazing DPS, amazing building. And that's why she's like all around the best hero in the game. There you go. You're going out, of course. You don't have to show up here for like 2 seconds to say you've been here. It's not like you're obligated to come to my stream, PCT. Alright, that was solid. I mean, the boss took a while to take down. Overall, it was alright. I mean, they both are. Gunwitch is, I think, overpowered as well. Abyss Lord, I say, isn't overpowered anymore. Lavamancer is weird because he's got 0 unit defenses and like 100 defenses, and it's in a weird place, but he's probably a little strong too. I'd say Mystic is not quite as OP as Dryad, but she's still pretty up there. What I'd rather though is I'd rather like, and I don't want like a power creep, but I'd rather like they bring all the other heroes up to Dryad and Mystic levels, and then make the enemies in like the game a lot harder. I want to feel strong and fight things that feel strong. But I guess maybe just relative they wouldn't feel strong then? I don't know. Up these Ramsters. Ramsters are the fucking shit. I actually really like what Ramsters do. I just wish their range was longer. Part of me thinks like I F their range by doing some weird combination of spheres in the wrong order or something. Because like when I place them down, they show on range. Or look at I'm about to place them to show a range, and then when I finish it off, the range gets reduced. So like, did I bung them up? What's going on with that? Most of the, I don't know. Huntress geysers need a buff. And Blaze Balloon's bow needs a passive fix. Like, needs to be unbugged. Because I think Blaze Balloons would be alright if they were working properly. Maybe? I don't know, maybe a bit of a buff too. I don't know for sure. But Elemental Chaos are pretty good. Her base traps, I think, need to be brought up to Elemental Chaos levels. But I think her Elemental Chaos traps are actually pretty good, and I use them. Not as often as I did before because of rollers, but I still use them. When the build calls for it. It's funny. LAs are like really hurting in terms of like they need attention. I'm actually using them so much more now because of Zimmerman. You got me doing like avoid siege roller builds with lightning auras, and now I want to use them all the time when I have siege rollers. So I'm like, yeah, man, I can get all like my lane damage and still not worry about them getting completely wrecked. What's bug with the balloons? One of the passives doesn't work like at all. Like the one that basically just gives it more damage. The Phoenix itself works, the other passive doesn't on it. I don't know. I mean, Fishers are like... Fishers are better. But they're weird. So... Can I not direct command while I'm repairing? That's, Chaos traps are pretty good. Like, if you can put them in the right place, and especially with, like, Frosty Towers, they're really fucking good. Sand traps have also been doing a lot better recently than I thought they would in terms of like even damage, considering they got so many conditions attached to that damage. Where's our boss lady? Oh, in the middle again? Perfect. You do your thing. Let me check the walls. Yeah, but you have to abuse with Fishers. I multi-advancer builds. I mean, is it abuse if you have one Fisher per lane? I guess kinda, I don't know. I think they should cost DU to build them, and it should be like 30 DU for them. They do more damage than... I mean, Lightning Aura should do more damage. I don't know. They should definitely cost DU, though, once they're upgraded. Yeah, you need to target a defense to cast direct command. I don't know. I feel like if I use one Lavamancer puddle, one Lavamancer Fisher per lane, I'm not abusing it, personally. But it's still kind of like abusive just because they cost nothing. So I would prefer they cost a DU, and if they would, I'd still use them. So, but like Fisher's Protons, like top 2. Should I like tier list them maybe? That'd be interesting, doing like a tier list of defenses in the current state, in my opinion. I don't know. I think fishes are everything LA's tried to be and just aren't because of lack of attention from Trendy towards them. But it'd be interesting. They don't cost any DU, that's the thing. Like the fact that you can just do a 50 upgrade in them, they don't cost DU. They should never. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said before, like I don't like the global towers. I don't like 0 DU towers. But I can't ignore the fact that they're strong. Yeah, I wasn't talking about like the mana cost, purely DU. The fact that you like, you know, you can just build more ground damage, more defenses towards the total. Yeah. Yeah, we did it. Good job, team. Abyss Lord focus. Archers, Ramsters, Orc Walls. I didn't really need the tree, but it saved me like the 10 DU. I don't know. I think, okay, LA's, give them a boost. Lavamancer Puddles? Give them a DU cost when you upgrade them. And I think even leaving them at 30 is fine, because you can't really upgrade them past that base damage, and I think honestly, like, they're 20k, well, it's like, it ends up being like a little less than 20k DPS, because they attack less than once per second. But it's probably like around 20k after crits and stuff, if you have good ones. They only hit things that walk on them, so they don't cover as much area like LA with flyers in a low lane. But I think they need that. I think they need to merge actually, I think they need to merge, not literally, but the ideas of fishers and dryad trees, actually. I think dryad trees need to be like a 0 DU defense that you place down with like a limited area that just gives like kind of like a little Serenity Aura that you can build inside. And then when you upgrade it, you get its, like the first time, you get its wall plus its DU cost. And then fishers, you know, they're your 0 DU mana regeneration for Lavamancer. That's fine, you know. I don't really hate the idea, I just don't like the idea that it only gets 2 when maybe you only have 1 DPS. You can't go around to every lane. But have it cost like 30 DU when you upgrade it the first time, so it stops being a free defense. I don't know about Snake Coil. Snake Coils are weird because they don't do a lot of damage on their own. They're more just like heal sources. They give like a little bit of extra damage to your Sand Vipers though. If you have the passive. I don't hate them. Yeah, we're gonna do Malthius. And you wanted... What kind of build for Malthius? I can't remember. Something fire, maybe? Nothing? Oil plus fire. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Oil plus fire on Malthius. I mean, oiling is oil geysers and harpoons, right? Fire, flamethrowers, fishers, flame bursts. This volcano, blaze balloon. The problem with that is harpoons, and harpoons suck on that map because of elevation problems. But we can go in and see, because I really want to use harpoons if I'm doing oil. They're just so good. I don't know. The only problem is, like, you try to set up a harpoon, and one of their big pluses is their long range. But that gets kind of like... That becomes kind of moot, because by the time it reaches anything in the plus range of them, there's a heal aura there, or the gate, depending on where you build. So what are we gonna do then? I mean, this is a good map for oiling though, because they have like the oil things that drop. Let's be real here. I could not care less about what you build. Then play the map on your own, you shitter. I mean, you can play here. But it's like, it's really weird. You're like, you're just coming up with something random to get me to play a map so you can like farm loot. So you're trying to give me like some sort of incentive there. But like, you don't care about it, and you can do it on your own. You want to see me? You just want to see me play it. I mean, that's fine. I don't know, though. I don't know. What kind of walls? Probably just squire blockades. Let me place the walls. Well, I could do... No, there's a heal aura there. But I could do maybe like... this. Build this one back maybe, and then have ballistas up there. The same as over here. Share left and right ballistas. But they don't get the good, like, elevation. If I build up here... I think I can stick ballistas, like, on here. And yeah, okay, that's kind of good. Maybe I'll try that. I can build this here. I can stick, like, a ballista here, actually. That's pretty good. A ballista here. The only problem is this lane. But I can still try to, like, stick one here and hope for the best. That would cover my oiling. I just gotta be careful of Ogre Stomp, but like, I think we got enough damage to avoid Ogre Stomp now. Let me just move this one up slightly, maybe. Nah, that's bad. It's bad range, guys. I don't know. We do that. Let's do 1 Fisher per lane, because I don't think that's too abusive. It's pretty reasonable. 1 Fisher per lane, right? The castle, like on the right side, is your DU limit thing. Mass defense units, how many things you can build on a map? There we go. So I'll also try to throw in some like flamethrowers or something, I think. Build some balloons. Okay. Okay. I mean, they're bad, but we can try it. As long as you're fine with the idea of like losing. Yeah, sure. We can try some balloons. The only problem is like rollers with balloons, but I think that should be okay. Balloons after the fishes is fine. It doesn't really matter front or back. I was so excited when I made my Blaze Balloon Huntress too. And then I figured out the passive was broke. So I gotta worry about AA in the middle as well. So maybe I'll do some Frosty Towers or something? I don't know. Alright, let's be reasonable humans here. Serenity Auras. Sorry, I meant Crutch Auras. Then Oil Geysers for the rest. Instead of any flamethrowers, we'll do other fire defenses. Because honestly, I use flamethrowers a lot more than I use blaze balloons, that's for sure. And what am I gonna do for AA? I mean, I got the ballistas, but they're not great for like Cobalt AA. Maybe I should throw like a single Skyguard in the middle. Please don't pop those. They have low HP. Please. Not during build phase. 880, that's 120 left. That's 3 lanes, 2 per lane. That's fine. Do I still have the Blaze Balloon Huntress in my deck? Yeah. I gave my Blaze Balloon Huntress the Fiery skin. The Fiery Skelly skin. It seems appropriate. And then 2 more over here. And is this enough? Oh, fuck if I know. What DPS? I guess Lavamancer or Abyss Lord because they have fire stuff. Or I could play Huntress because of the oil flask. Okay, so I can go down. Ballistas can go down. Blaze Balloon or Skyguard can go down. DPS, or I don't know, Huntress. It's fine for now. And, I mean, okay, wait. This is fiery. Does this count as, like, ignite with oil? I don't really know. I don't know. Let's try it and see what happens. I'm a little worried. But it should be okay, maybe? I mean, I'm losing, like, both these oil geysers for sure. Maybe even the fisherman balloon. We'll see. Unless we don't get a roller. But it seems like you almost always get a roller on this map. I like the color combo here with, like, the yellow and the icy blue. Ethan, please. Please come back. There we go, let's do it. So, like, not bad there. I think those are the two hard lanes, middle and bottom right. Is there another one? No, yeah, because Dab didn't load in, so we'll have the two hard lanes to start off with. Oh god, I had to reapply mouse 2 to start charging it again. How's mid lane doing? I kind of want like 2 dummy walls in the middle instead of 1 blockade. Is there any way I can save 10 DU? Find some lane to do another dummy wall there. I guess is my option. "13 kills on the Fisher in this lane. Alright, that went better than I thought. It was only the first lane with 2-person difficulty. Oi, thank you. They got flyers, they got beetles and kobolds. Honestly, like, those ballistas. In every lane. And then I'll see how much mana I get here. I'll do the blaze balloons once as well. And what else? I mean, every lane now is like a hard lane. I guess this map goes like from normal scaling to hard lane scaling. I don't know. So, I don't know. These two? And then we'll just hope we don't get completely obliterated by flyers. I hope this balloon does things. Like, it's close to the lane, but there's some overlap, and it's a skinny section they walk through, so hopefully I think everything's gonna activate it there. Dab, you got the middle, obviously, because you just want to provoke everything. I'll watch these two sides, that's fine. Please, you don't understand. I need you to die now. Get gooped. Get absolutely gooped. Will this pop the balloon? No. You need to stop existing. Please and thank you. Alright, banana pudding bow. Seems to work well with this. CCs, I don't know if it like causes the ignite with the oil or not. Oh, we just lost. Yeah. I'm watching the mini-map. Cobalt running by. Oh, man. Why did it just run by? Now let me watch the replay. Where did it come from? Yeah, my stream's actually pretty far behind. It went through the middle. Yep. So I did need like double walls or something up there. I don't know. I mean, like, is that something that should happen in this game ever? I don't think so. Not when, like, the lane path has it walking towards the wall there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this lane just should happen with the setup. I do want to try this again, though. I think I will. I'm going to give it one more shot with this build. I'm going to try to do maybe a dummy wall in the bottom right lane, and then 2 dummies in the middle. So I get a little bit more like left to right coverage in the mid. Hopefully that won't happen again. Take 2. I do think this can work, though. Spit all over me. Please, you're only wasting everyone's time. Come on. We're on a tight schedule here, guys. We have a deadline to meet. And by that I mean like we only got 2 hours left in this stream. There's no tight schedule at all. I'm just full of shit. Alright. Dummy wall here, because I think you can get away with the dummy wall in this lane. Blockade, like, here. And then I'll stick 2 dummies up here. So here and here. And they'll go, like, exactly in the middle of the splines, I think. Almost exactly. Oh, God. Could I spare motor DU somewhere? Not really. I mean, I could do less oil geysers, but that's not fun, right? Like, I want oil geysers, don't I? Please. Yo, anyone watching a Subnautica fan? And people who know, like, I have been streaming that game. I've got quite the highlight from last night's stream that I want to put up. I haven't done yet. If you're a Subnautica fan, you might enjoy it. You don't necessarily have to watch the stream or anything, but, like, maybe look forward to it. Pretty good. There we go. Let's do you, and you. And this is my oil geyser one, so let's place these right away. Here and here, because this is gonna go like right here. It's a little backwards from last time. Hopefully it works out. So 1, 2, that. And this end will be like here and here. Basically like right under the oil spit here. Can't remember, I think I had like this, right? I can't remember if there's any other oil geysers, so let's leave it at that. What am I missing? Just the, it's not just the Skyguard, right? I'm missing a little bit. A wall somewhere? Did I do middle differently? Did I have like another blaze balloon or something in the middle? Am I missing a blaze balloon in another lane? I am. It's in the bottom lane. There we go. That's what I'm missing. There you go. And this goes here. Alright, so harpoons and Skyguy can go down, so I'll keep those in my deck. Waller's fine to be in the deck. Let's bring out the Huntress again. Let's give this one more shot. Those could be moved over. Let's do that real quick. They don't really follow that path, I don't think. Like there and there. Alright, take two. That oil geyser though. I guess I kind of want blaze balloons further up instead of the back. For Phoenix reasons. No, it's fine. So it's just mid lane and the bottom right lane again. Are these not going off at all? No, they're going off, okay. Okay, that works. Apply banana pudding to enemies. That's the real strategy for this game. Give Phoenix... Oh no! He dead. Yo, one of the best bugs in the game, before it got patched in one of the recent patches, was the blaze balloon going wherever you looked, instead of straight up. The Phoenix, I mean. The Phoenix would, like, rise from the embers at an angle that, like, wherever you were targeting or looking. Pretty great. Ethan, I actually like... This is a hard enough challenge that I need the mana. If I don't get the mana from you, I'm gonna kick you to open the box. And you can rejoin. Or like, message me when you're back and I'll invite you. There you go. I really need the mana this time. This build is not strong enough to sustain on its own, I don't think. So let's try to avoid being like fully AFK. This is the way we lost on last time, but we lost to a Kobold ignoring logic. As they tend to do. Alright, we got no Kobolds in the middle this time. Like I don't wanna like be super rude or anything, but if you can't commit to like, you know, a 30-minute game kind of thing, which is perfectly fine, people are busy, but maybe you shouldn't hop into them. Kobolds aren't logical anyways, exactly. They defy all logic. You AFK again. Oh, it's 30 seconds to stand around. Alright, so like, everything's hell right now. Every lane is hell. Ballista was hitting the wall there. I have to be conscious of the walls. For sure. Don't teach him fucking AFK tricks, what the hell? Ballista was destroyed, okay. Yeah, well that thing was gonna have to be moved anyways. It wasn't doing its job. That's fine though, I'll just DPS here. This, however, is not fine. God, that damage is just non-existent. Please. Honestly, don't AFK. Like, if you have to AFK during the game, then don't play until you're available to play. Like, it's just the rule of life. If you can't play video games at the time, then don't do it. Like, any kind of game, right? Like, stuff happens, I understand that. Like, you know, real life happens and you gotta go AFK, but it's like every game. Alright, so why are you even in my deck right now, Monk? I don't... Oh, I went to put this guy in and I grabbed the guy below him. Let's do it slightly further back. Kinda shifted to the left, I think. All ballistas will get one. All these 3 ballistas. Blazes as well. What do we got? We do have a roller, so these oil geysers are like kaput. I mean, I can deal with the roller. We'll just lose the oil geysers for a wave. It's fine. Is there not one more mana? I could really use like a single mana right now. It's fine though. I wanted to do like the front geyser in these side lanes. How's the build going? We lost once to a kobold, so I reconfigured it. I mean, a kobold ran past the blockade here, so now I got 2 dummies here and a dummy down there instead of like a blockade in each lane. So hopefully that'll help. 40, 47. I mean, if you want to do that, Dev, we can try it. Honestly, I can probably get him before he hits the heal anyways with my monk, but yeah, let's try that out. Do you have your Fire Squire sword on though? You may be needing the HP regen. Alright, now that Javelin seems like it's doing what it needs to do. And by the Javelin I mean Ballista. Or at least a little more. Been out, missed a bit of the stream. That's alright, dude. I mean, you know, eternal sadness, but I understand. Why couldn't, like, this thing come on a wave where the heal aura doesn't show up here? Okay, stay away from defenses. You... fucking hell. Ballista went down somewhere. Javelin tosser. Probably. That's fine. We DPSing this lane anyways. Still, I thought that was a fine spot for it. Okay, he's gonna have to just be dealt with after the roller. Oh god, don't turn into it. Oh no! Oh, that turn though. Please, please. I may have fucked up my DPS, but we're fine, right? Dev, MVP. How are the other lanes doing? I thought that, yeah, I did think that Ballista would be fine there. I can move it a little further back though, like here, and it'd probably still work just as well. You need to not be where you are, mage. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the other option was... I mean, we could have just let it hit the wall, too, but... No, I mean, he turns because he's trying to go forward and you're in the way. That's just how it happens. I don't know. I don't think Ignite is a lot of damage at all. Like, I'm pretty sure it's bad. But... as long as you're, like, not depending on it, I guess it's okay, right? Like, it's just a little bit of bonus when you have your oil CC and your regular damage. Maybe just think of it as like, hey, a little bonus, which is kind of boring, but I don't know. I don't really know what this damage is, though. You've got to, like, inspect an enemy that's ignited while knowing both the fire source and the oil source's damage to take off of whatever's happening or pick out the numbers from the ignite damage. And, like, fuck that. I'm not checking that out. Yeah, this is a little too far forward, but I guess it's okay. But yeah, Javelin must have gone down to a Spirit Guy. Yeah, Ignite, I mean, whether it's super bad or it feels super bad, either way, that kind of shows the issue with it. For a tower, like for a combo, it's not really showy. You don't really feel its impact. And that's the biggest thing, right? Later. Thanks for the runs. Max health damage, or like percent health damage would be interesting on Ignite, for sure. And honestly, for some enemies it might be percent health. But if you had like 5% health damage, then it'd be like an amazing boss killer. So you had to like reduce it for bosses, I guess, right? I don't know. The thing is, like, it either doesn't do enough damage or it's not flashy enough. You need to be one or the other that feels satisfying, and it's not really either, in my opinion. Let's do this one as well, even though I know it's prone to dying. We need more info. Yeah, I know, so we can theory craft better. I want more numbers. I want more info from Trendy for sure. I want to be able to do like calculations and like min-maxing value propositions with defenses and stuff like that. And then Ignite with Piercing Shot? I guess, yeah. Because those are both like one-hit things, right? Like the Piercing Shot doesn't add a dot, does it, on its own? Or maybe it does, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Burning is just, yeah, like a flat tick. Or Ignite. I'm trying to look at the numbers in there. I'm seeing like 1Ks and 8Ks and stuff, and I can't really tell. I think the 8Ks were the Blaze Balloon. That's true. I have like a fiery or I have an Ignite Gunwitch weapon. And then you put like Oiling Strikes on. Oh dude, you can't leave middle. Okay, so you're saying 5% a second then. Still, yeah, but I mean, like, it's almost like a guaranteed boss kill. I guess, well, 5 per second, 5% per second for 5 seconds, maybe, or 4 seconds. That's 20% of its HP, right? Did I math that right? I don't know. And then you have to reapply oil. I agree though, like, 40 seconds boss, and you gotta keep, the thing is you'd have to keep applying it, and that would never be the only source of damage either. Rip incoming? Man, you're such a hater. I already lost this map once. I've got the rip out of the way. Yo, math is hard. I'm gonna lose these auras here soon, too. Let's tier 4 these ballistas. Yo, Goliath, what up? I mean, it would be pretty strong, but like 5% of a goblin's HP isn't very much. And if it doesn't last very long, you need like, the thing is like if you can upkeep that, that'd be a lot of oil investment. I guess harpoons, so it's not really that hard to do. Harpoons and like a couple fishes per lane would do it. So maybe actually just 2%, like 2% then, on everything? I don't know. The idea of like a percent health based thing is interesting. I don't know if it could work. This is a decently easy lane. This one isn't. Left side is moderately hard. Just like me right now. Ayo. And mid lane is like, fuck everything. I'm actually just gonna do the front things with these because I don't know how to value proposition. So it scales with your upgrades. Well, I mean, upgrades can scale other things like AoE on oil guys and things, right? Ignite, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, ignore bosses. Maybe Ignite percent health just gets super reduced. But like, you compare 5% HP to a Shatter combo, which insta-kills, right? For like lane mobs. And you can get Shatter combos decently easily. But that's the thing, oil doesn't last very long. And like if you reduce the time things can stay ignited, you've got to have things like applying ignite maybe like once every 3 seconds. Which is, I guess, fine with ballistas. Like there's the cost of building defenses to keep that ignite going too. Yo, Omni, what up, dude? How you been? Here's the thing. Most of these enemies, like, I'm not even talking PDGs, like even a fucking lightning aura will die faster to a lightning aura than, like, or 20 seconds from a lightning aura, right? Well, what is LA DPS? It's like 20k at tier 4 or something like that. And you got, what, like 600 count on an orc? How long does that take? Training dummy, was that in the mid? Yo. Congrats, we just lost the build. Dude, I thought you were gonna be taking care of the bosses in the middle. That's the whole reason why I could do this build. Woo. And not amazing as you can see. My oily fire build is just getting completely wrecked in the last wave. The left lane ballista went down. Honestly, you know what? You can run by. You're fine. Okay, boss needs to go down. So I gotta try to focus him. Please. Please. This is horrible. Also, I need to go to the left lane here now, since it lost its ballista. You can attract the air. I believe in you. There's like 1 cobalt left. Alright, I sacrificed myself for the good of the build. Nope, I'm not all dead. I know there's a red dot. It's Crystal Beasts. I purposely let them go by so I could focus my DPS on things that mattered. As you saw, if you were paying attention earlier, I said something like, alright, that's fine if that thing goes by, or something along those lines. Okay, we won. We shouldn't have won, though. Like, those ogres just completely trounced the mid lane. Maybe if I hadn't, like, died to kobolds from not paying attention, I could have helped keep them from taking out the walls. We did lose, like, 2 ballistas this map, and I probably wasted maybe, like, 400 mana because of that. But I think, like, it just wasn't enough boss killing potential. And my lack of focus on the final wave bosses is actually what did it. Didn't want him to trigger. Didn't want who to trigger. Let's see, defense power, eh. I mean, like, it was interesting, for sure. And I think this build would work better on a map where you can get more use out of the ballistas. This is kind of like an setup. Blaze balloons are meh. I would have rather just doing like a flamethrower in each lane. But I mean, we did it. We won. So that counts. Another Dav wall saves the day. 9 bytes, what's going on? Later, Dev. Thanks for the runs, dude. You died to the ogre suit. I mean, that's true. I died to, like, not paying attention, though. Instead, I think what I was saying on a wall and a kobold ran up and killed me. Good job, me. He says he has to go. Goes and plays a different lane. Oh, you didn't want the air kobold to trigger. I mean, I think you can just aggro him on yourself. Like, if you're the one who damages him, he'll aggro on you. For the most part. And, like, the cases where that doesn't happen is when you don't have a lot of aggro, and Squire is anything but low aggro. But I don't know, maybe he wouldn't have. Okay, we did it though. We got it. Okay. The lucky mana to get most towers to tier 4, which should be possible, yet 2/3 as high as I would get unless I focus hero DPS on a lane. Yeah, for sure. The problem with a lot of these challenge builds too is like, if they're not practiced, right? Like, getting a Flame Burst thing or something like this to work, like, when you know the proper placements for everything, you can get it to do it. But like, if it's your first time doing them or you're early in, and stuff like Flame Bursts and Ballistas, they're gonna go down. And when they go down, you lose out on that mana, like, forever, right? It's like, in a perfect scenario, you might have enough, in some cases, right? But in like, scenarios where you lose a couple towers every now and then, it just hurts you more and more, and it compounds. Anyways, I need some recommendations on builds or something. If not, I'm probably gonna do a forest map and then maybe Assault on Throne Room after that. So, I'll do Wyvern Enthusiast next, and then Assault on Throne Room after that, because I did Poachers earlier, and we just did Ramparts, or Ramparts variant. Man, that's probably the hardest part of these challenges, is that, like, it's my first time doing a lot of things that I'm doing, and I don't know how to properly set up these defenses and these combinations. Which is also the fun of it. How about Serenity or Flame Burst dummies? Sure. I mean, like, that's actually horrible, because flyers, but I can try it. Like, you want to do that AIDS map? Wow. I mean, I can try it, but it doesn't do the dailies, which is fine. I just gotta be careful. I've got an hour and 15 before a potential trendy stream. Boost Aura, Blockade, and Skyguard Tower. Was that your only damage? Heavy Cannonballs? Which I think would work on that map. Someone replied to a thread that I replied to. I mean, it'd be tough, right? Like, I'm doing it on Wyvern Enthusiasts. And there's just a lot of flyers. Like, in lane enemies that the Flame Bursts are going to be focused on, if they rage a Kobold, like, I'm boned. Well, I'll do it if I have time. The problem is that map's just long, and I'm kind of short on time. I mean, like, cannons don't really help out anymore, other than the fact that they can stun the flyers instead of do the AoE on the flyers, right? Hoi. So, this map. Yeah, only heavies for yours, Zimmerman. I'm talking cannons for this map. Okay. Well, let's, I mean, build and think about it. I probably want to give as much space as I can. Well, where would be the best part of each lane for Flame Bursts, right? Flame Bursts, probably like stick them along here. Maybe? And get like DPS on this corner. I mean, setting walls up so Javelin Tossers hit the walls instead of your blockades. Here would maybe be like Flame Bursts along here. That would also help like them there. Over here, maybe like Flame Bursts here. And then in this lane, I could do like Flame Bursts here to pick up a little bit of slack. Or I could do Flame Bursts up on this. I mean, time isn't an issue on this map. I mean, I'm not really too worried about going into Trendy Stream or not. I'm never taking up teleport. Why would I ever do that? I'm not worried about time necessarily. I mean, like, I should be able to do this and Bastille, a buried Bastille, in an hour and 15. Will that hit that bush tree thing? Maybe. I think there's I don't know if there's a dev stream. I don't think there's a dev stream. There might be a trendy fun stream though. I don't think they're ready to give us info on the patch, but there might be a fun stream, and I just haven't gotten confirmation on that yet. So I'm playing like there is one, but I don't know. Trying to be a little like corny with it, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, that's 3 more. One in each of the lanes, and I'll keep just 2 here. I think. Because, I mean, these ones are going to hit down below anyways. Or over there anyways. Or I could do something weird, like this. Let's be weird. Let's be freaky. We're gonna get that thing where the enemies like walk up along here now. So problems with this, kobolds will like destroy the flame burst groups. Beetles will destroy the flame burst groups. So maybe I should try to spread them out. Oh, I didn't have enough for 3? What? Oh, they're 40, not 30. God damn it. That's right. In that case... Well, let's do something like this instead, where it's mostly the right lane, not the left. A bit of the left. Help out with flyers, maybe? No, flyers go by. Doesn't matter. That's fine. If I wanted to compensate for flyer lanes, I don't know. Part of me wants them close together so they're like shooting the flyers at the same time. But at the same time, if anything goes down, they all go down. I don't know. Let's just believe that my things are strong enough. So yeah, let's do this. $20, $40, 4 lanes. That's 8 upgrades? This is quite the mean map, dude, to do this on. I just want you to know that I think you're very mean. Gunwitch. Thing is, I don't have the freeze sphere on. For my number 1 for my AP Gunwitch, and I'm gonna AP Gunwitch. Let's do this lane in the back lane since it has like extra ones. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna spend my whole time with the flyers, so here we go. Let's fucking try it. I guess if I don't have kobolds, I should just regular DPS them. They're not even like, they're actually aggroing the flame burst too, instead of the dummies there. These are set up so they don't have enough time to kill the wyverns. Alright, now this isn't working. We lost. Those ones all went down. Alright, GG. Okay. To do this again, Flameburst 100% behind walls instead of to the sides. Just being close to walls isn't enough to like get their aggro taken away. What else? In that case, then I would probably bring this back here and just flame burst like everything like this for both lanes. This lane I could even put that further up and put flame bursts here. this one though, I mean, like it's just same dummy spot, and Flame Burst maybe here and here. Maybe I'll try one more time with that in mind. They got more aggro than I thought they did. That's for sure. I mean, like, they're not flamethrowers with like no aggro, but I guess the fact that like they were beside the dummies and doing damage was enough to pull the attention. Now, yeah, this is a pretty hard map without PDTs for sure because of all the birds. No, I'll stick to the challenge, Omni. I'll try it one more time. Try it once more. Here. Let's move these up slightly, I think. We'll just layer them here. Here's the hard part. So maybe put this to the side, like that. Or not side, but like down a bit. Javelin tossers will stand here. Hit the ground. Is making you rage all week? Then play a game that doesn't incite rage, like Call of Duty or League of Legends. Dude, or you could play some Dungeon Defenders too, man. I may be biased. Have you ever tried finding like a chill indie game or something? Or maybe you could play like a Stardew Valley or a survival game. Try Subnautica, man. That shit's fun. And like really good. These are definitely going to need upgrades for range, though, if I'm doing this, which sucks. RimWorld's really good, dude. I like that game a lot. This worries me. Javelin Toss is going to, like, wreck face. Like, I'm considerably worried about putting these defenses here. Like, do I fall into the same trap if I put them up here? I don't think so. Yo, what up? Let's see. Oh, jeez, my leg is falling asleep really badly. Whew. I can't go too much on the ledge is the only problem, or I run into the same problem as before. Though this ledge should be okay. A little more so than the other one, at least. 1, 2, 3. 4. Well, let's just do the 1 here, and then I can do... Well, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? 4 more? Okay. Let's try that. And then 1 more in each of these lanes. Will that hit over that? There. And up here. In fact, I might put another one up here as well. You say splitting them up. I don't know, man. Like, there's pros and cons to it, for sure. But then you got them, like, targeting flyers at different times, and the problem with that is, you know, you don't have your full, like, flame burst on the flyers that you really need to take them out. But, like, there's way too many to not have any close together, I guess. I don't know. In this case, maybe this here. This here. So there's never more than, like, I'll set up so there's, like, never more than 2 together. Here's kind of like the exception to that, so maybe I can do... Place it, like, on... Why can't I place it there? There we go. That's my problem with Flame Bursts. Every time, no matter how I use them, no matter how much, Kobolds are just gonna wreck them. That's just how I see Flame Bursts. Flame get bursted out of existence. I don't know, we can try this, I don't think they're good. I don't work with them enough to make the full use out of them for sure. I think the range is getting there though. The rage is also getting there. I think that has to be up on here to get the proper sight. Angle. No, I can't use fissures, dude. That's cheating. You always use your free traps to help out? You're a fucking cheater, man. Wow. Fissures are like... One fissure does the work of like 5 flame bursts. Snake Oils are just kind of convenient for healing. Okay. Okay. Now, for this back in each lane, upgrade for range. You. 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 Alright, I don't know. We try this shit out, I guess. I think we're still gonna lose, like, wave 1. But at least we'll try it out. What I think's gonna happen is the target is gonna only have, like, 1 flame burst per kobold, and the kobold's gonna range, because a flame burst on its own isn't enough. From what I can tell. Yeah, like, look at that. Look at this shit. I mean, they're not even far enough. The beetles are still gonna, like, destroy them with this. I need to be using my other gun witch for this shit. Yeah, like, everything here is already dead. Alright. This challenge is way too hard. I don't have time to get rid of the Wither Beast first. I gotta stop the flyers immediately. Alright. GG. I've been stumped. This shit's too hard for me. Her anti-air sphere, though, isn't better than fucking freezing. No, it's good. I don't know, man. Increased damage to everything. And they're AoE, I think, right? What Wither Beasts do. Zimmerman is right on the money with that comment. Omni, if you can make that work, like, please do and show me, because I don't know if that's doable with just what you gave me. It's a very humbling challenge. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Teach me in the ways of flame bursts and how they work, because, like, I don't know what I could do to really help that out, other than just DPS crutch. Probably a gun witch with the freeze sphere for your #1 ability. My AP gun witch, like, even has the single target freeze on the 4, so like, other than like full freezing just every air enemy, I don't know what else I could do with that setup. Alright. So you're just DPS, full DPS ground, boost aura. I mean, boost aura wasn't part of the challenge, but I think that's fine to use as well. But yeah, it was just dummies, serenities, and flame bursts. So you're doing boost aura bowling balls. Your dummies are awful. I don't know, I mean, if you have good blockades, you have good dummies, right? Alright, how do I want to do this lane over here? I think I want to build it down here so I can boost both cannonballs and the Skyguard. It's still a pretty long lane. You don't have the weapon for dummies? Yo, what are you even doing with your life, man? You would need to build flame bursts around the core to focus AA, while others were placed a lot further forward to DPS sites. That's the problem, though. Like, with their short range, they were aggroing the flyers in the lanes, and the flyers follow the lanes pretty closely. I don't know if you could do that. I mean, try it, though, but I don't think you could do that. Excuse me, I placed that? And then, like, you got them around the core for flyers, sure, okay, so they can focus the flyers, but then you don't have nearly enough damage in the lanes. Your DPS, I mean, your DPS doesn't just matter, you're relying on your DPS now, like 100%. Yo. Yeah, it was tough as balls. It was interesting. Can I do 3 per lane at least? Probably, right? Looked impossible. That's the way to put it. Angle, probably? This lane's weird. And then up here. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I probably want, like, 2 over here instead. That's a little awkward. You don't have any crit? Oh, because it's just a Frosty? Dude, yeah, I mean, you're lacking a lot of DS. DS, DPS. Good luck, though. Here you go, make a thread on the forums. It's like, challenge. Any map which is dummies, Serenity Ores, and Flame Bursts as your only towers. How am I gonna do the flyer situation? Maybe just like a pair of them in the boosts would be enough? What did you add? You had boost ores? Is this all you had? Boosts, cannonballs, walls, serenities, and skyguards? I mean, I don't need to build the skyguards right away, I guess, so... But I just kind of want to put it out there and see what's up. And then there's... how much left? 320? Booster, Serenity, Skyguard Tower, balls, walls. Yeah, okay. Balls to the walls. Yeah, this is right then. I can definitely do like 1 more per lane. Then I just pray nothing like back attacks here. Let's set it at a bit of a different angle, I think. Go across like the mid part of the lane. I'll do the same over here. And then one more in the north. And that'll leave me with a bit. But, yo, dude, how you been? Yeah, you haven't been around for a while. DD2 is fine. Really looking forward to the next patch coming up. Life's And then what's left? So I have another 140 left? That's 4 more. I can do each of the far lanes one more time. And just put the Skyguards in after. Or I could put one more Skyguard per flyer lane. 2 should be enough though if I focus them. Let's do like 5 cannonballs per lane then. How have you been, buddy? So this gives like 5 on the side lane, 6 for the middle lane. Yeah, 3 there, 3 down this way. Yeah, heavy cannonballs. There you go, and then I'll put the 2 last Skyguards in next wave. And then, so cannonballs. Go down, walls. Please. First and worst, I don't know. I think Lightning Strike Aura is worse than Uber. The Cannonball Uber. Cannonball Uber is actually, like, not bad in my opinion. It just has its specific scenarios where you can use it. Lightning Strike Aura, as I find, doesn't really, like, have a use anywhere. Alright, let's try it out. I'm just gonna have to trust the side lanes. If I can't trust them now, then I won't be able to trust them on map. Core is under attack? Yo, that can't happen already. Is that one up there? How? It's just goblins. I guess it's like 1 wall and a 2 wall wide space. Maybe I'll go around and do dummies. If I can survive this somehow. What is going on? Everything's taking damage? It's not even like this lane with the javelin tosses either. Oh god, if I survive this, yeah. I'm gonna double dummy probably the north lane and this lane because they're wide. Jeez. Oh. No, 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 no! Yeah, they're just walking by the wall. God damn. Do we have any news on what the next patch is? Go to the past, like, 2 devlogs, dude. We'll start devlogs on the news page, starting with, what's it called? Holiday hints. And you're gonna get a lot of information if you haven't been paying attention since then. One more try. One more try. Dummy walls. No, wait, yours is blockades, not dummy walls. Okay. More walls, less cannonballs. More walls, less balls. No balls. I've got one more try in me. I also mentioned that like I actually kind of hate this map. I think I've said that before, right? I actually kind of really hate this map. I think this lane can be one wall. And the one below can be one wall. I mean, the mid lane was the lane that was fine. Like, mid lane didn't have any issues. It was my north lane. Because, like, the goblins just don't care about pathing. What I'm thinking is, I just accept rollers. Well, what's longer? No, I can't, because I need Skyguard protection. So I gotta build over here. And I feel like I have to buff my Skyguards. Ugh. You're a mean dude, man. I don't know. I don't like building close to gates. Maybe for everyone else in the world, books leave the gates a little better than they do for me. But I usually have an issue with the apprentices like just sitting, or the mages, whatever, just sitting in the gate and shooting walls when they're too close. No, let's do... One, two, three. I don't know, try something like this here. I don't want this too far back. They do explode like partway through the travel, so you gotta be careful of that. Like, their shown range isn't actually their range. And I actually think it's like the difference of a regular cannonball turret range or something close to that. I don't know, I guess if I had the walls close to the middle, then I don't have to worry about so much area coverage with the cannonball turrets. But it seems like it's fine. I don't know. Have I mentioned you're a rude dude? Yeah, I think so. Mean man. Did I put a serenity down here? I don't think I have yet. Let me do that. Come on, this does not need to be out this far. So we'll do this. I don't know, I don't like this lane right now. I mean, I don't need to put my Skyguards in the boost aura, but I want to. So, like, I don't know, I mean, there's still a pretty long line of sight. It's just things are going to sit here and hit the walls, I guess, before the cannonballs get them. The only other option is, like, a wall here and do this, and then just Skyguards outside of a boost aura. I mean, I know the map pretty well, but I always build the walls back. Just because of experience with the game, you know? And I don't know, my personal experience is whenever I build close to the wall, things sit inside the wall and attack. Inside the gates, sorry. When I build close to the gates, things sit inside the gates and attack my walls. So it's just habit gained from experience. No, you're in my deck. You are. So I think that should... maybe I do it like here. And the other one would be like here. I don't know, maybe there's certain quirks to these lanes, or like, you know, they're gonna attack the wall once and then move out or something, or I don't know. But it's shit like the Dark Mage, like, will sit in the wall, spawn skeletons, and heal his allies, and you just can't do shit about it until, like, it becomes vulnerable after a certain time or whatever the fuck happens. I can build more, but I can't do it evenly, so I'm not sure how I want to do it. Mid's currently 6 per lane. I can do 2 more cannonball turrets. Ugh. I think I'll have to just be okay with 4 for my own sanity. Unless, well, let's just build one of the lanes I think are weaker, like this one. I think this lane's weaker, so you get another. You want my LA? Wait, you want my LA and Skyguard Monk? Yeah. I've got the LSA weapon, which, I mean, it's kind of worthless because I waste a passive slot. Everything just has... Well, I try to get crit, radiance, and amped up on all the gear. But I don't have it on everything, because I'm only partially built. I've got 2 pieces with defense health, and I'm trying to decide whether I want that defense health or not. My argument for keeping the defense elf is that at tier 3, my Skyguards can tank a Kobold Flyer hit. And typically Flyer lanes, you only get 1 Kobold Flyer per wave. That's kind of the reasoning there. I guess maybe the mid lane? That's the only weak lane. This one here is pretty straight, and the one down below is pretty straight. Well, I'll save it. What else do I have on it, though? Spheres, I have Lightning Aura range, Monk defense range, Lightning damage sphere on the large, defense power, defense speed. Stats are defense power, attack range, speed, and for some reason I have health. I guess for some mixed up reason. Maybe that's part of the reason why they can tank a Kobold hit at tier 3 with only 2 pieces. You probably want crit instead, though. I don't know. If you're looking for like someone who knows how to build like an LA monk, then talk to Zimmerman. With my current setup though, my Skyguards can tank a single Kobold Flyer hit at tier 3, and that's really helpful if it's your only AA. I don't really like where I have this Skyguard here. So much so that I'm going to do something slightly funky. Put it up here. And I can put one like here. No, this is bad. This is bad. Me. Because there's a flyer lane here as well that needs to be dealt with. So I can put it like here. What do you mean blocked location? There you go. This does... it doesn't do the front very good. Can I put him like... I need to get both sides, I guess. My current struggle. So what if I do like this and... this? And that I think doesn't hurt the line of sight too much. Yeah, let's do that. Oops, I need this like here. So now I'm short one lightning or one Skyguard. I don't know. Let's try it out. If this doesn't work, then clearly I need more practice with this map. Hopefully that's not an issue. I might have to move that wall over. Yeah, they can't take a Kobold though. I don't think they can tank one at tier 2. I think they have to be tier 3 to survive a hit, mind you. Alright, I'm gonna move, maybe even move these up and like slightly to this side. They seem to hug this wall more than advertised. Maybe I rely a little too much on splines, but I do think the rollers follow the splines pretty closely. Okay, I mean we survived a wave, so it's already going a lot better. Yeah, this lane here and this lane here, everything died like far away from the wall. That's a very good sign. So let's do that wall thing like right now. We got a roller in the middle. That's fine. Problem is our hard lane's up top. I don't know, like this. How boned am I for doing that? Because now I need a Skyguard at the top, and I'll bring them both to, like, I think I gotta bring them all to tier 3 to be safe, because, like, in this case, if I have a Cobalt Rage on my thing, I lose the core. Then I'll, like, upgrade the north and DPS to south, because I really need to be there for the roller. I mean, these are all goblins again. The other option is maybe upgrade these walls each once, DPS the north, and then run down for the roller. Then, like, the issue is that I have to run by like 2 cores to do it. So let's just do this. These walls didn't take much, if any, damage. This one took a little bit. This one, like, none. Now these are each doing, like, a bunch of damage. I don't know, I'm gonna watch this lane and see if I need to help it out. If I'm gonna lose, like, it's very likely gonna happen right here. Yeah, it really doesn't help these things go, like, everywhere in the lane. Some core is in the middle. Yeah, things got by the middle. Okay. Even moving the walls there to try to, like, compensate a bit. Maybe that even hurt it. Because there was still space to walk through, I guess. Alright. I don't know, I tried. I'll need to refer to your guidance then if I want to do this build. A tighter wall set up in the middle. This part seemed fine, it was here. And then, I don't know. Build this one up the stairs. This one probably build up here, and then just hope that 2 Skyguards unbuffed are enough for the flyer lane. Which, I mean, they should be. This lane was fine. This lane was fine. Like, this is a great lane. One wall, very straight. This one's, I think, one wall and pretty straight, though it did get a little close. That's one of the enemies. Well, cannons aren't gonna fucking hit inside the spawn. But I do have my things at the core. This might have been a little bit to do with angle of attack too. There's a wide coverage here left to right, and heavy cannonballs don't have very good left to right. See, that's the thing though. Stuff can attack from behind the gate unless something changed and I just haven't adapted to that new knowledge. And if they attack from behind the gate, then you're boned. I don't care if things sit outside the gate and attack. That's a bit of wall damage. They get like an apprentice, or sorry, apprentice, a dark mage like sitting inside of here, casting, healing. spawning skellies. What do you do if you get like a dark mage that sits here, your walls are here, and he spawns a skelly like here? It's just gonna ignore your wall. I mean, I've had this happen before, but maybe I've been compensating for this problem that doesn't exist for too long, and I just haven't noticed it because I'm overcompensating now since that fix. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying I didn't say past the walls. I said on the wall. And when skellies spawn on the wall, they very often just ignore them. We've all seen it with like Skellians that die on a wall and then they just kind of like walk around after them the next wave. Well, how many walls do you have in the middle? Because you can't fully block off the middle of 2 walls. It has to be 3. And I guess I had the 30 DU to do that with. Batter walls are angles so they don't like walk around. I don't know, it doesn't seem reliable enough, but it's more reliable than whatever I fucking just did, so what do I know? I mean, like I said though, 2 walls won't cover the whole thing, but considering their pathing, it probably covers enough, I guess. Did we get any confirmation on Funstream today? Is that happening? Landry like either didn't see my Discord thing or didn't reply. Any message somewhere about it? Forums, Twitter maybe? Now I'm gonna go right into the map right now, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna open up their channel. I mean, I think I've seen you do a lighting or a build on this map before, so I have a kind of idea where you place your walls. And like, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying like it's not 100% reliable. But I also said that you're like not 100% reliable, still more reliable than what I'm fucking doing. I don't know. You're placing what, like up here or something? Or probably a little further back? I don't know. That's not it, but Skelly spawn on the walls and then ignore them when they walk. They should path like I'm doing. That way, if you have it angled, they try to walk to the core, but they kind of just like get caught in this wall dip. I don't know. I mean, I just think like if you have walls here and a Skelly like dies, an enemy dies here, which is the middle of the path. Boom. Need to be close to the wall and top of steps. That's where I have them. No, I know they don't. But if you have a big lane, it's not unreasonable something dies here. A Skelly spawns, and then it walks towards core. And it'll, like, wiggle around it. Dude, like, this is what you said. Walls at the top, those steps. Maybe here? But this is all reliant on the idea that an apprentice won't, like, sit behind this wall and just pound on them, too. Why not just use 3 or 4 walls? That's a big DU investment. And then with a challenge build where you need, like, towers for damage, you gotta be more specific with your walls and get the damage out. You keep saying that, and I mean, I gotta take your word for it, but I've been burned by that thought before. So it's hard to just lose that thought that shit's gonna walk out the wall before it attacks. But, like, it doesn't. Dark Mages and Malthius sit in the gate all the time. Like, don't tell me your last Malthius didn't cast something behind a gate. Maybe it's not enough for it to matter, though, right? Like, with healthy walls, a single like a single mage shot isn't going to take your wall down. So maybe I'm worrying too much about the thing that sits behind there. Because it won't stay there forever. It'll do a couple things and then move out. There you go. I mean, like, it's the 1 or 2 casts, yeah. It shows splines. Show splines. Yeah, I knew they hugged the wall. I didn't think they hugged, like, down here, though. I thought they would come out to, like, this part. Which I guess they did. So if I was to build down here, I should do it like this. Or this. Maybe. This will, like, hug the corner, but they don't go here, I don't think. And then, like, roller comes down and it'll hit this wall. And I don't think it would go around. Yeah, I need to bring up the trendy stream page just to be safe. But I don't know. I mean, like, we're not hearing anything. I'm kind of the impression it's not happening today. No fun stream. But who knows? I mean, you're gonna get timed out there if I don't do something real quick. Or you're saying that so I can do that. But, like, I get what you're saying, dude. But your argument is he'll not do enough damage from behind the gate for it to matter. And I guess you're not wrong. I mean, you can just see things there anywhere in the video, like anytime you walk by the center. I mean, okay, but why do you even need to timestamp that? That's what we've been saying this whole time. All you did was, like, this. And I'm not disagreeing with that. What's interesting is you actually place it on this light line here for the side. You keep saying, see how close it is to the wall. I'm putting it like right on the wall, dude. Nothing's getting by there. Like, in all of my examples I've shown at the top of the steps here, they've all been right on the wall here. In every single one of my examples I showed up at the top, it's been right up against the wall like this. Unless you're saying you can get through this gap, in which case, GG me. I have no idea. These are like fucking Paper Mario skeletons. Let me put it inside the wall then. This time. 1037, let me go there. No, you don't even have them as close to the fucking wall as I had it to the wall. I don't know why you keep correcting me. Like, are you not watching me when I put the walls up here? I've had them with that same gap you've had each time I placed them up here. Like, maybe you just have the audio on or something. I'm not disagreeing. Like, they hug this corner and go down. So if you wall up here, yeah, put the wall right up against the wall. You can't see that clearly. I mean, every time it's been up against this wall, man. I have not once done that. I have been full agreement with you for this wall position if you're going to build at the top of the stairs every single time. Every time. I don't know, I guess. What is the roller gonna do though? He's gonna like come here and just chew on your wall, and you always have to do that one first. You said if a player can't get through, an enemy can't get through. I've always used that mentality too. You're never getting through. All these positions, I was not able to put a guy through this gap. Maybe that, yeah, but I was just throwing these down for fun. This one wasn't, like, actually for the positioning. I don't know, I mean, maybe I'll just try building close to the gates in a lot of cases, but I don't like doing that. In this case, I just might have to bite the bullet and do it. Oh, well, the player characters, or like, the characters here have different sizes, right? Like, a squire can't get through the same gap as a huntress, so use like the skinniest character, which I think is the huntress, or maybe the apprentice, and that's probably a good indicator. The squire is like pretty thick, though. Let me see if I can show an example of that, if I can get like the right gap. No, even the huntress is probably still, like, not the same size as the goblin. Or, I'm pretty sure this is the case. This is something I tested, like, over a year ago. Of the different, like, player sizes. Or, like, I think I was playing with someone else where, like, they were playing Squire and I was playing Huntress, and they're like, oh yeah, you can't get through this gap, and then I walked straight through it. Something funny like that. That in cases where like you couldn't get through one way, but you could get through the other way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a terrain thing. No? Okay, that's pretty closed. So there's still no indication that they are doing a stream. As far as I can tell. Well, no. Apparently Elandrian's in the trendy channel from what I can see. Like when I look up like the viewer lists on their stream page. So that's a good sign for them doing one. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't expect anything. If they do a fun stream, we can probably get a bit of info out of Elandrian, because, you know, he's not nearly as sneaky as he thinks he is when he says things. And they might be streaming? I don't know. But I do think Elandrian's in there. Or does it just show No, it doesn't just show moderators, even if they're online. Because not all my mods are shown in my viewer list. So he's got to be, like, on the page, at least. Fuck Hungry Box. This ain't tagging Trendy, when I don't even think Trendy's in the channel right now. Trendy's like not even in their own channel right now. So yeah, he's in there. Then that probably means we got one coming. That or he's just messing around, maybe gonna update the thing in like the stream channel saying, yo, we're not doing anything today. And he's just like editing their panels or something. Zimmerman in the Twitch channel or the Trendy channel. Come on, Elandrian, tell us all about the patch. Yo, be cool, dude. We can't let him know we're fishing for information. Should I try to snipe their game today if they do a fun stream again in like a public game? I should try to snipe it again. I need that. I need the exposure, man. I need that exposure. Yeah, their Trendy Fight a Fun thing says January 13th and then TBD. Hungry Box. Fuck. I'm not dissing Hungry Box. Someone here is saying fuck Hungry Box, like in the lobby or whatever. I guess they're not anymore because they left. But their name is that. I'm gonna snipe it and make more B puns? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it depends on the map. And if I have to carry them again, if I do snipe it, right? But like last stream, Elandrian just like joined public games, so. Oh, I saw a dog. You're my pimp, dude. Now, what kind of DPS am I doing? I don't know, like, I'm just dicking around now. I don't even have time. Oh no, he's still in the thing. Wow, look at that guy. I do like 150 with the other bow, the Terraria bow. What's this one doing? Long range sphere. Let's do it from like here. This is a reasonable distance. Well, let's get slightly closer. I want to see the DPS. There we go. This one does like 140. No, don't place that on the one I'm hitting. Okay, good. Oh. Oh. Don't be like that. Please, please, now upgrade your Poison Dart Tower to max. Ah, there we go. There we go. Oh, now boost beam it. Yup. Let's see just how much you can do with that. Oh. Good job, fuck hungry box. You did it. Alright, let's see. Just so I can see the numbers. Go. Alright, don't let my shots, like, miss. I think this is a little more consistent DPS than the Booger Bow. I don't know, I haven't had a 4 shot per second bow in a long time, though. I don't know how it compares to doing that. But, like, this is, I mean, decent for a Huntress, I think. But, like, I would definitely take the CC from the other bow over the 10k extra DPS from this bow. Every time. Oh, damn. They are firing up the stream. Yo. Once it's live, I'll just turn this off and host them. I don't think I have like a 4 shot per second bow, right? These aren't. Ooh. These are never 4 anymore, I don't think. If they were in the past, I don't know. I don't know, I mean, last week was a fun stream too, and they kind of let out information like on the rollers per player scaling they were thinking about changing. Or like the number of rollers you can get based on number of players in the map kind of thing. And they talked about having dynamic scaling from the enemies based on players, not just who's at the start of each build phase. So there's some info. There's some info. They probably said other things that I'm forgetting too. And, you know, they're excited to talk about it too, so, you know, with some sweet talk, we might be able to squeeze out a few other bits of info. Never played with another person. Yo. I used to play this game only solo. I kind of like it in multiplayer, especially with multi-builder lag gone. I've been enjoying like the games where I do multi-build, because it's definitely a lot of fun to work with people, in my opinion. This build is so cool. Like, I don't like widespread shots like this. Like, I'd rather be, like, kind of centered. So all the Hunter's bow effects are kind of like eh to me. Because, like, if you miss one projectile, you're losing, like, a fifth of your damage for that shot. but this bow is baller. Look at like the leaves and things. Got a double roller from that mid lane. It was a hard lane. I've got double roller there. I don't think it was a hard lane though when it happened to me. Luckily. Yeah, that's brutal, dude. And you took off train stance. Yo, that's rip. I think I dryaded it when I did it. And then monked the other one or something like that. I don't know, I think maybe like it probably would have been better if I got the Jester arrow bow. Oh, looks like they're live. Okay. You also fucked up upgrade. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna end my stream here and just go hang out in their chat. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow is the dual stream of Juice Bags at 6 p.m. EST. So come hang out for that. I don't know if I'm streaming Subnautica tonight or not. And I don't know if I'm going to do DD2 tomorrow afternoon or not. But we'll see. I'll probably try to do it since that's kind of what I'm used to. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the Trendy stream. Later.